Evangelion 1 is the first movie of the rebuild franchise of Neon Genesis Evangelion. More specifically, Evangelion 1.0, you are not, parentheses, alone. Basically, this movie felt something like they just took the first couple of episodes of Neon Genesis, the series, the ones that before you were introduced to Asuka, and they just kind of like took out some unnecessary parts and they upped the graphics a little bit, put a little bit more soundtrack in it, and then called it a day. Now, is this a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. However, if you watch the series, you would just soon to realize that it feels exactly the same, except for the ending. And the ending, I don't really remember the ending of the series. Well, not the series, but the ending of the episode of the movie. I don't know how to say the movie. The movie's ending, I didn't remember seeing in the series. It's Kawaru, I forgot his name, and he like wakes up. We don't really get introduced to him that I remember because it's been so long since I've seen the series. It's been so long since I've seen the beginning of the series, but I don't really remember that part. So I guess that's like the only thing different. Other than that, the entirety of the movie is just feels like they just remade like and they just took it's like a freaking like cut of the series. It was good though. Like the obviously the animation is a lot better. It's now finally full screen. It's not cut to like the freaking 4:9 ratio, and that's good. Now it's back at that 16:9 ratio, which suits the TVs, the modern day TVs and phones, very easily. But again, if you've seen the series, this movie you can honestly, I feel like you can just skip unless there's new things added to it. It shows basically, just like the series, Shinji is chosen to be chosen in Nerve to drive the Eva in order to save the planet from the angels, right? This movie covers him facing against and defeating Angels 4, 5, and 6. With 6 obviously being the finale because 6 is just a freaking pyramid and it just is so overpowered and all that, right? Again, that's also in the series. Obviously, Angel 4, that's like the beginning. He's the most recognizable. Shinji, obviously, is depressed as hell, as he is. And whenever he goes on the Eva, he feels a little bit better about himself. But whenever he's treated badly, most likely because of his father Gendu, he he doesn't feel like he's useful. He just feels very bad. And like when certain bad things happen to him, like for example Masato yelling at him and thinking that she's above him, even though she is, Shinji feels very very broken to the point where he doesn't even come home to her house because obviously that's Shinji's new home because he has no parents. Pretty sad. He's alone. Depression. I know it hurts a lot. Um, he doesn't. He like runs away, goes on a train, listens to his music. It's very sad. But when he realizes he meet this person named Wei, it's kind of weird seeing Wei having some sort of emotion. So like seeing her like laughing and seeing her even smiling at the end of the movie is kind of weird. After literally seeing the entirety of the series, it's kind of weird to me because she finally develops emotions and tears and like certain emotions towards the end of the series, right? But here, you see more of it. And obviously she's still the same. She's still emotional and she still has some sort of affection towards Gendu, which is Shinji's father. But that's honestly kind of like what the big things are happening here. Like you don't meet Asuka. Asuka is not in here. I'm pretty sure the episodes before you see Asuka when you go on the ship to Germany. But it's good. I liked this new soundtrack. Again, the soundtrack is different. It feels different. They use the old ones. They use some of the credits. The credits, it's kind of sad that the credits weren't like the usual credits, with Y spinning around like freaking upside down with the moon and the water and the credits, and the names of the people who made the show. It's kind of weird, but it did keep like you know how like in Neon Genesis where it has that like the halfway point and it shows that screen with like it says the name the episode name. It still had that. But other than that, it does feel kind of the same, even the story. So, I don't know if it changes. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm probably wasting my time watching a freaking cut of the series, but I'll keep watching it. I've heard that this is like another alternate timeline of the show, so I'll keep in touch. But I don't really have a lot of things to say because nothing really changes here. The only big changes are the animation. It just cut a couple of things. So like for example, when Eva Unit One protected Shinji by putting his hand on top of him, they cut that out of the show. Or like, more like going to Masato's house and like having that little cute scene and all that. Like they cut most of that out because they deemed it useless. But other than that, again, it's just nothing really changed. So yeah, not a big video because again, it's just it feels the exact same. But maybe 2 would be different. Hopefully, that's it. Thanks for watching.